Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The run from the shotgun. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take... If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got it. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
This time they'll go to the running game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player...
Maybe headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bearcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Burns. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. The option look. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run it. He can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The hand to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. He's up to 55 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his second rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking downfield, it's locked. Finds his big tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run the counter. Got enough for the first. Gets away from one, finds room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Keeps it on first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
There he goes. Knocked off his feet. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again.
And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking downfield, it's locked. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Quick strike complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's McNeil. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
It's 3rd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And obviously, if you're going to be in a discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this thing.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
On the run, fires downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to the running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to power their way ahead. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sam Houston State head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Okay, Holly. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. Breaks into the open. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Scanning the field, it's locked. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the outside. There's some room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. FIU will line up to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. catches it at the 30. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bearcats sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back. He told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Dropping back, it's Locke. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Smashes through the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give on the inside. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Dropping back, it's locked. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's O'Neal. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This one's complete.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. On target over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what...
Makes a grab and room to run. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it again. Spins away from the defender. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Slings it downfield. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score. The Bearcats leap back on top.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Right back to him on the ground. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down. They'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.